This intro is so good, Dagger. It's also really loud. Hold on, let me move some windows around. Alright, hello subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game is Alundra. Dagger is in the chat. And Tiny Cat is in his cat bed. Yeah, let's go, Tiny Cat. Oh my gosh, you're holding up the sun with your head. You're doing such a good job. Anyway, last we left off, we did some crazy dream sequence, and, there were some convoluted puzzles that didn't make any sense. Let's continue. I like this game overall, but man, sometimes it's just total BS. Like, for example, what was the thing that got me? There was a couple parts in the previous dungeon that, hold on, Kira H just texted me. There were a couple parts in the previous dungeon where, like, the solution to a puzzle, I had to do something that I learned definitively in other dungeons would not work. Like, at one point I had to push, like, a stone block with my flail, and so far, throughout this game, what I learned is that if you hit that exact kind of stone block with a flail, it breaks. So this time, it didn't, though, for some reason. Secondly, at one part in the dungeon, there was, like, a platform. Oh, that exact same stone block. If you push it, then jump on it and stand on it, and then wait for it to rise up and move back, which it will do on its own, it just pushes you off. It just pushes you off when that happens, and I was like, oh, I thought that was the solution to the puzzle, but... Or at least, that would have led me to a treasure chest that I thought I could collect. Anyway, more stuff in this game that just absolutely doesn't make sense. However, for some reason, Straw Hat Brian, it's still kind of fun? I don't know. This is one of those games that, as I've been saying, there's like a lot of BS about it, and some of the puzzles just are quite obtuse. Maybe that's not even the word that I want to use. It's not only obtuse, but the logic that you use for certain puzzles flies in the face of everything that you had learned from that game up until that point. That said, if you can ignore a lot of the BS in this game, it's kind of fun. Music's great. Seems like a good game with its flaws that were common for its era. Yeah... How do I say this, Dagger? But it's got flaws that were common for the era 4 years before this game came out. You know what I mean? Not every game could be FF6. I get where you're going with that, but why not, Dagger? Why could they not have learned from previous games? You know what I mean? I see you standing at the place of death and renewal. You're not really doing much there. You're just kind of standing. FF6 is full of flaws. Name one, Nicklas D. You can't suplex enough trains. Okay, I'll give it that. You wish to know more, Releaser? My wisdom will cost you a mere pittance of 15 guilder, okay? Your path shines brightly within the crystal ball. Just wants me to go north, I think. Oh, very north. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure the village is... Oh, wait, it does show where I am with an X marked on the map. That's... Okay, I see that now. Before, when this fortune teller lady showed me a map like this, I was like, I wish it showed where I was. But it does. It's just not quite bold enough for me to have noticed the first time. Kira H. There's stairs in it, that's true. MB Mixes says, I personally love FF6. Yes. I know this about you, because you are smart and cool. Is it weird that I always think I come from a land down under when I see these? Wahoo Luigi? Yes, but we love weird. Because human beings suck at learning from each other. Gotta make their own mistakes. I see. Daniel, what's going on? This dude called KarmaJolt has a whole series of shorts on different bugs in FF6. You should check them out. Nicklas D, you think bugs are flaws? When you play Pilot Wings. Daniel? February. Next month. I kind of been interested in it. The path to your destiny shall cross the place called Magiskar. Yo, Kira H, I want to talk to you about something, because, like, I got a weird comment on a video earlier today, where I posted a video of me beating the computer in Chessmaster on NES, and I titled the video, Idiot Clanker Hangs Mate in One. That is, checkmate in one move. And I had someone comment being like, bummer, dude. First of all, FAI. So this person is very anti-AI, as am I. But then they were like, I gotta unsubscribe from you because you used a slur. The slur in question is the word clanker, which is I guess you could say derogatory term, aimed at machine learning algorithms and AI programs, but it's also a term that is used to describe an inanimate object, a program, not a person, Brent C. And I was like shocked at this person's attitude. It was a deep rabbit hole to dive into, says Nicklas D. Yeah, basically their logic was like, hey, slurs are slurs no matter who you use them against. And I'm thinking, but it's not a who that I'm using it against. It's something that doesn't have feelings. Right? So, like, it was just such a bizarre attitude that I had to talk about it. And, like, the more you think about it, man, like, the more offensive that is. Because Tiny Cat's causing a catquake here. But, like, to compare the word clanker to any sort of, like, racial slur would be such an injustice to, like, for example, anyone of that race who had ever been a victim of racism from those terms. You know what I mean? Who got offended? Oh, someone on one of my... a former channel member, I would say, Dog Eat Dog. Yeah, AI isn't a person, so it's like minimizing the actual offensive slurs. Yes, exactly, Kira H. And the way I think about it is like, remember when, like, old white people just decided that that okay boomer was a slur? And they were like, this is as bad as the N-word, and it's like, holy cow, dude, no it's not. And, like, this is kind of part of the reason why we have to just roll our eyes and say, okay boomer, to you people who go out of your way to not understand. I called my car a bucket of rust. Gotta stop using the slurs. Yeah, Nicklas D, it's like, who does that offend? You have to get offended on behalf of something that doesn't have feelings. And, like, getting offended on behalf of someone else, or in this case, something else, is something that white people gotta stop, honestly. This was covered by Asimov in the Robots and Murder series. iRobot? Isaac Asimov? Dog eat hot dog? I disagree, Karma, but I'm okay with that. What do you disagree with, Dagger? Let's talk about it. Just think about breaking into this house. That's what Maya's like. Yeah, AI isn't a person, so it's like minimizing the actual offensive slurs. Yes. Sammy the T, what's going on? People say all kinds of stuff online. It doesn't bother me. They would never say it to your face. I get what you're saying, Brent C, but I don't even know if that, like, applies to this scenario. Because, like, it all boils down to, I use the word clanker to refer to an AI. And by the way, not even, like, the AI that we're seeing these days, like generative AI or ChatGPT, something like that. I was using this term to refer to the CPU opponent in Chessmaster on the NES. So the computer is what we used to call that as kids. Sometimes we'd refer to it as the AI. But yeah, he did hang checkmate in one move, and it was kind of dumb. I mean, I was playing against the noob computer. Not that that's at all relevant. Same detective from iRobot, but different series. I see. Dagger disagrees, and I respect my friend Dagger. But about what specifically? I think respectful language is important even if your perspective is logical. It is derogatory in nature. The word clanker, you mean? Uh-huh. And? I'm allowed to use clanker because of my power button. Yeah, Kira H has a tattoo of a power button on her wrist. Yo, Karma, been a while. How's it going? Been doing a lot. And it's for the better or worse. Wait, puppet? That's ambiguous. What do you mean by that? I'm glad you're here, though. It sets a precedent. Are you making a slippery slope argument here? Jill of Trades, how are you? Oh my gosh, welcome to Hey You, I Like You. Holy cow, we got a channel member. I'm replacing that member. Oh my god. Everyone put some sort of trade in the chat for Jill of Trades. Everyone make a trade offer in the chat for Jill of Trades. Thank you so much. Let's do 6 lunges, because we're playing Alundra. Alright, Dagger. The precedent is that you're allowed to call stuff anything, because stuff has no feelings. I don't see that ever getting out of hand. And to make a straw man here, your argument might be, where do you draw the line? There. Exactly there. Don't do that to people. But you can say stuff to something that doesn't have feelings. I can make fun of a stuffed animal. It won't be offended. Where am I going? If clanker is a derogatory term, where do we draw the line? Can I, for example, call my car a gas guzzler or my phone a POS? Yeah. People do that all the time. Literally, like, my Discord is called KarmaJolt Hates Stairs, and it's true. But, like, the stairs don't have feelings. Oh, I guess I'm going this way. Yeah, I should have read that sign. Or did I? I might have read it and then not paid attention. Imagine we do reach a point where we have what we would call a synthetic mind. Would you consider that a clanker? Yeah. Can it feel? I suppose if you call stuff derogatory words that generally are aimed towards people, that's not great. Kira H, what do you mean by that? Dive under. No, you can't do that. I wonder if I have to get something first to break through those rocks. Someone might dislike if you called your fridge. It'd be, oh, yeah. So if you use it, I see what you're saying, Kira H. Yeah, so if I were to use a term that is offensive toward people, but I aimed that term at a non-person thing, yeah, I could see how that's offensive, for sure. Okay, the game wants me to go to Magiskar here. What do you consider feelings? The chemicals in your brain that cause your personal experience? Just because it's simulated digitally makes it completely invalid to you? Dagger, we're talking about a program that doesn't have feelings at all. It doesn't have those chemicals. This music only happens when there's something to fight around, but I don't see any enemies, and I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to go. So, Dagger, is your argument that, like, someday down the road we might have, like, a human with, like, a computer brain that, like, functions just like a brain? I'm not talking about your NES opponent, just presenting a theoretical argument. Yes, devil's advocate is what we call that, Dagger, and I don't think that's necessary for this right now. Because the devil's advocate argument is basically like, well, what if things were completely different? And like, oh, well, in that case, I might have done something different. You know what I mean? Devil's advocate argument never, ever, ever necessary. When things are different, we'll talk about that. Yes, that's my argument, essentially. Okay, that's not at all what this is, but I see where you're coming from. If ever, like, humans invent a human brain that can think and feel like an actual human, I'll reconsider. But that will be probably after I'm dead. Oh. This was the mine, right? Yeah, okay, never mind, it wasn't, but I've been in here before, obviously, because one of the chests is open. Do I get, like, a jump higher ability at some point? It's probably closer than you think. Yes, but for the sake of this argument, I would say that's entirely different from the thing that I did. And Dagger, if any time I were to argue with someone, I had to consider the possibility of what could be in the future, then I would never be allowed to say anything. You know what I mean? Soul Wave, what's going on? Like, for that matter, we might have to consider a future where the word probably is an offensive slur, and in which case, maybe you shouldn't say that. If that sounds dumber than the thing you said, then, like, it's probably dumber than you think. If they had feelings, wouldn't they refuse? Possibly. Frag, what's going on? Rasta Warrior, I see you. Frag, are you okay? Trade offer. I offer jokes, you receive said jokes. Frag? Great trade. Future is uncertain. Shoot, a loaf of bread could be worth millions of dollars one day. Jilla trades? Depending on how good the bread is. Okay, so I'm supposed to go to Magiskar, but, like, I can't figure out what to do in that area. It's bad bread. Oh my gosh. Kira H? $12. Yeah, I want to say maybe I gotta go up and around. Yeah, Nicklas D, no, the problem is I really haven't been paying attention to what I'm doing in this game. So let's go up and around. Let's maybe go to the right, then up, probably. Hey, howdy, says Rasta. Love that. A loaf of bread could be worth a lot of dough. And that's what I need, Rasta. No matter how you slice it. Sorry for the slow replies. I was preoccupied at the start of stream. Dagger? I'm slow sometimes. anything this way that I can do now? That was like a whole ass dungeon that we did before. The pun is even better because rasta is the Swedish word for toasting bread. Really? Nicklas D, we learned something. I didn't even voice my argument about how, like, AI is, like, taking people's jobs and, like, ruining our environment and using up all the water and, like, polluting certain cities and, like, poisoning people and causing new types of cancer. So, like, maybe AI does need to have its feelings hurt, you know what I mean? Which it doesn't have, by the way. A treasure chest. There's like so many treasure chests that are just out in the open here that I still haven't figured out how to get. But I'm guessing that maybe at some point I'll get a, I don't know, a jumpy ability? Or I'll go around. Hey, it's that one guy from the shorts with all the hints. Hi, bro. Yo, Tony G. Welcome. I'm carrying too much herb. Is this something I can blow up? Almost didn't notice that. Yes. Pay me for the door repair charge is what this person's gonna be like. We kinda recently streamed through The Legend of Zelda, the second quest on NES. And while we were playing it, there were a few times... Did I just die there? Oh, I thought it landed on my head. There were a few times... Ooh, Wonder Essence and an herb, and I can't carry them because I already got them. Anyway, there were a few times where we were playing through The Legend of Zelda on NES, and we'd come across someone or something that their dialogue would be like a little bit different from how I remembered. For example, the guy who said, "Pay me for the door repair charge," his line was slightly altered to, I think it was just, "Pay me for the door repair." And the Let's Play money-making game person said, "Let's play a money-making game." And I was like, you know, I was so sure that I knew exactly what this guy was going to say, but it's slightly different from how I remembered. But what I found out, though, was that the version of The Legend of Zelda that we were playing through on the Nintendo Switch was actually the 2003 re-release of the game that was on GameCube, and I think it was packaged with, like, the Ocarina of Time Master Quest disc. So, it was slightly different. Yeah, your life or your money is right, Frag. It periodically, unprompted, will review its short-term memory and write its own training data to be added to its custom LoRa that it uses to manage its persona and help it with continuity. Well, I don't think what we have now is feeling level of AI. Right. But I think the ability to comprehend and mimic feelings is definitely already possible. That is not the same. That is so far from feeling. It's just restricted in commercial models because it's unpredictable and a liability. I see. Thought this was part 1, then I moved my thumb. Avis? It is if you want it to be. Alright everyone, welcome to my Alundra stream. This is part 1, I just started the game. Avis, how are you? Welcome. What over here? Yo, Nicklas D, this game has bugs in it too. Ah, and they hurt me. They didn't hurt me, they hurt my character, who doesn't actually have feelings. You know what I mean. Daniel F., what game is this, and what system is it on? Yeah, this is Alundra for the PlayStation 1, as Rogue Effect said in the chat. Watermill. There was a fish! Did you see it? Oh, how could you not at this point? Oh, they're evil fish and they hurt me. They don't hurt me. You know what I meant. Can I break this open? No, but I could probably go this way. I'd actually love to have a conversation if you are indeed an ontological engineer, dog eat hot dog. I have a lot of personal research on the topic. Underground waterway. Overwater groundway. Alright, there's just an herb back here. Do I have to get the watermill running to break this open? I'm pokering. Sears. Good luck. Yeah, bad fishy is right, Jill of Trades. Fish, says Freg. Your mortal enemy. Okay. Yes, I am. I've done quite a bit. Patents pending. Have I gone this way? I want to say no. Oh boy, I might be taking a big old detour here. Especially if there's a waterfall. Ooh, whoa! Zipped under the bridge. I'm fighting against a current here is what it feels like. Yo, life vessel down here. That's pretty darn good. Ooh, life bar looks different now. He just stands up in the waterfall. Up. Alright, we're exploring, everyone. We're exploring, everyone. I'll wait till Nick the Frenchie gets here. I'm carrying too much. It's so heavy. You can't carry the strength tonic. Bro, drink it, and you'll be able to carry it. I actually hold a few patents myself, though not in ontological research. They are electrical engineering in nature. Dagger, you seem like a smart guy. So it's confusing that you're making such a dumb argument. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I would never hurt somebody's feelings. Cut the bushes. Can you go behind this? No. Entry level says, did Alundra and Alundra 2 have the same storyline? I only played Alundra 2, never this one. So I've never played either of them. This is my first playthrough of either Alundra. This is Alundra 1. And from what I understand, Alundra 2 is like largely unrelated. By the way, I tried looking it up. It seems like a team of 8 to 10 people worked on Alundra. FF6 had a team of over 30 people. Nicklas D, you're going to some lengths to defend this game when you don't have to. Was telling Cheridish how smart and talented Dagger is. Oh my gosh, Avis, you forgot to mention that he was handsome. But that's nice of you. Oh my god. Yeah, Nicklas D. Oh no, the stories are not even close between the first and second game, you mean? Yeah, no, I get that comparing something to FF6 is unfair. Oh crap, says Avis. Completely self-contained game, says Jack Vambrace Tube. That's a great name. That's my son's name. Yeah, take that, ladders. I don't need you. There was nothing in town that I missed, was there? I'm pretty sure I did this already, yeah. Oh yeah, these are the Cliffs of Madness. Experienced cragsmen only. Well, I'm pretty experienced. Matter of fact, I scaled that cliff once. It's an old username. It's still good. You should be proud of your younger self. Wonder if Sugam will be working. Kira H, are you in CT? A lot of what I work on is not for the general public. You could say the same thing about me, doggy hot dog. In fact, there's a link to it in the video description if you're interested. Oh, you're going to Sakura in like 2 weekends? Kira H, wish I could make it. A Japanese restaurant that we frequent when we're in the neighborhood. Tarn's Manor. Do not enter. Nick the Frenchie. Caught you mid-doom scrolling. We were just talking about you. What did you say? It was a really funny joke, Nick the Frenchie. But I already forgot. KarmaJolt, the perfect pick-me-up. We just need custom energy drinks and sunglasses. Yeah, if I made a custom energy drink, what would it be? Probably like actual coffee. White Wolf! This is Alundra for the Sony PlayStation. No, honestly, I just feel kind of bad. I pushed hard for this game hoping you would enjoy it, especially the Zelda-esque gameplay and the story. Nicklas D, there's things about this game that I really do love. Such as your company. I knew going in that it was gonna have some, like, you know, PlayStation era BS about it. And also, part of the BS is because I am blind and I should not be playing video games anyway. But that puzzle that we did this afternoon with the buttons that changed from, like, dark white to light black or whatever the colors were. It was like neon green to, like, pale yellow. But there was a puzzle that we finished earlier today that was kind of like the puzzle in Super Mario RPG where there's just like I guess it would be a 4x4 grid of buttons, and if you jump on a button, you press it down, and all of the adjacent buttons get pressed down too. And unless they're already down, in which case they go back up. But you have to get them all to get pressed down at the same time. Dark white, you mean gray? That was the joke, Nick the Frenchie. Okay. Is there something I'm missing before I go up to the north, Nicklas D? You saved Giles' life, and you proved Maya wrong, and I hate her. Karma, can you use your platform to call out Bret Hart? Yo, Rooster Akex? I'll see him at SummerSlam. He thinks he can write for the Calgary Sun. He stole my move. The sharpshooter? No. I invented that way before him. It's called the Scorpion Deathlock. Short version of our conversation, Karma, is that I'm a silly idealist and I view a lot through the lens of karma. Dagger, I've got a lot of lenses. Jolt 45 is actually good. Dog eat hot dog. I think you have to go around. Well, what goes around comes around, Nicklas D. Rick Rude versus the Ultimate Warrior. Sears, I was at Monday Night Nitro back in like 1997 or 98 when they tried to have the Ultimate Warrior make a comeback. And it just was not a good story arc. Time to race. Yo, Rasta Warrior. I don't know why I read that in the I guess I was thinking of Mr. Bean in Rat Race, huh? Casey Jones. I like short walks at the park. Long walks, though? They gotta be somewhere else. Hit him with the white frames. Dagger, because we were talking about wrestling, I'm gonna take an artistic liberty here and say that these count as white frames. Ooh, yeah. Ace's Skull 64 is here. Takeshi's Castle. MXC is the best. Yeah, Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. That was a funny show, Avis. I know a coal mine. Shortcut to the lake. I haven't been up here in forever. Let's see what's this way. I can dig it. Sucker. Yeah, whatever. Wait, what's this? Too sweet. Dog, hold on, I got something for you. My mom got me this book for Christmas, knowing full well that I can't read. But it's called Say Hello to the Bad Guys, and it's all about how, like, the introduction of the NWO to World Championship Wrestling, and the history of these wrestlers. I'm not that far into it, but it's pretty good so far. Yo, Dagger with a cool $5 saying, Karma is feisty tonight. Hey, appreciate you. Everyone put the daggers in the chat. Thank you. I am feisty. I went to therapy. Let's go this way. Yes. Wait, you were a wrestling fan, Karma? Yeah, I feel like I talk about this quite often. But Dagger, yeah, my family used to listen, we used to watch WCW wrestling. Never got into WWF or WWE, which is hard to say quickly, so I messed it up. I've been here, right? Yeah, okay, that's that flag again. I saw a therapist, Sears. Don't you make a bad joke. Who am I talking about? I make them all the time. Mohawk! Somebody said I look like a wrestler last night. You look like a wrestler. A specific one, I have to imagine? My son is named after Sean Waltman, aka 123 Kid, aka X-Pac. Yeah, you mean Styx. Did you live in the South? Did you live in the South? Sears for a while. I lived in Louisiana. I want to wrestle you. Nick the Frenchie. Behave. We have to start a rivalry first. I love how my health is expressed in dots over a number. You have this many dots out of 21. Bro, you could have just put a number. For both figures. For both the numerator and the denominator. Agate's crest is carved into the stone. Interesting. Diamond crest has been carved into the stone. It seems that Topaz crest is etched into the stone. Into the stand. On the stand is what it said. That's like none of the ones that I have. Yeah, Nicklas D, I was about to say, I probably gotta come back here after I get a bunch of gems. One says it seems odd. Wait, what are we talking about? It seems that Topaz crest is etched into the stone. Is that what you mean, Mohawk? Talk about that guy. Can I jump into the water? Guess not. Oh yeah, there's a no diving sign, so yeah, I'm just gonna respect the rules here. That scared him off. Ruby crest is chiseled on the pedestal. Okay, the ruby crest has been placed in the stand. I'll just leave that there. It'll be fine. No one will take it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Whoops. Oops. I almost broke it and blew it up. Whoops. Gotta be more careful, everyone. Okay, well, where do I put the sapphire crest? I'm sure I don't have to do this until later. I'm not sure. I'm 99% sure. Which means I'm not sure. It's probably over there. Who makes those virtual reality goggles? Michael B. You mean my Randy Macho Man Savage glasses? At least WWE isn't as big of a mouthful as WWWF to say fast. Yeah, that's a hard one. Interesting. Sapphire crest is written on the stand. That's not interesting. Alright, it was a little interesting. I'll give it that. Bill Mozart. Ooh, I have 1696 Gilder. Gilder? Damn near Gilder. Ah. Get whooped, dude. Hey, Dagger, thank you so much for the cool $5. And Jill of Trades, thank you for becoming a channel member. I knew I'd get you eventually. Yes! Jill of Trades became a member. Bro. You know what? I feel like using the bow. Dang. These trees keep blocking. Alright, let's hug the left wall and see if maybe I missed something. Well, I always enjoy the streams and talks. Plus, you stream a lot. Jill of Trades. It is my profession. My trade, if you will. Alright, Jill of Trades. Here's the trade offer. You become a channel member. I'll give you member-exclusive content that you can watch. And I'll let you request a sunglasses swap whenever you want. Once per stream, I mean. And I'll let you put members-only emojis in the chat. And I'll be very grateful that you're here. Deal? You can always try the fortune teller. Oh, plus I think you can jump into the water from that bridge? It didn't... So why... Okay, the... Alright. Maybe I would have thought of that eventually. But I was specifically thinking, like, you should jump into the water. And I tried to do it from up here, but it doesn't let you do that. Because maybe graphically it didn't want to have to... I don't know. In my head, maybe that makes a little bit of sense. Like, oh, they wouldn't program a slope here. That'd be too much. But I tried to jump in the water from, like, this ledge over here, and you couldn't do it. I love KarmaJolt, says Gary P2 with the cool $5. Hey, thank you so much. Everyone put the P2s in the chat. So today is BOGO +1. So odd reps only. Oh, Dagger. Yeah, I forgot to round yours up. Why not? Yeah, so what I'm doing is lunges today. And I just don't want to do an odd amount so that one more leg, or one leg gets extra work compared to the other. So for no reason, let's say I got 18 to go. Yo, put the P2s in the chat. Thank you so much, Gary P2. So, yeah, that was odd. I was allowed to jump into the water from the bridge, but not from the cliffside. There's no shark in here, is there? Why did it... What? I was being dragged by a current there? What is that about? Like, here I lose control of my character. Why? God, some bizarre choices in this game. Is there something about this water that is different? Okay, yeah, you had to get all the way to the left there in order to get up on that dock. Because otherwise you lose control of your character and you float south. Dale Unea, what's going on? This is Alundra for the PlayStation 1. I found a Captain Falcon, everyone. Dog Eat Hot Dog says, game name Misadventures of Smelda, a link to the sausage. Like, I don't know if I want to go down there. Let's see what is this way first. Can I get up onto that somehow? Maybe I do want to go down. I don't know. Okay, and you can't go down here. Like, oh, well, I guess I had to go around. It seems like some of the water tiles have like a current that you just can't swim against. Like here, I don't have a choice. Oh, could I have gotten that? James Pond. Never played that one. Is that game good? Yo, there was like a frog that just croaked at me. Whoa. They tried to hit me through a wall. They probably could have. I believe in them. Oh, it's those freaking turtles again. Got him. Not worth it. I got a little bit burned there. What are these holes for, you think? I can't dive into the ground, can I? Well, let's try it. Doubt it. Yeah, this item, this sand cape that allows you to, like, burrow into the sand, really has only been useful in one section. And then we don't use it again, Kid Ray. Glasses and goatee on point. Hey, thanks. Them holes for glory. Deep Ray G, timeout for you. Oh my gosh, you behave. You go sit in the corner. What's the lunges count? Yeah, Mohawk. We could do these 18 lunges. Thanks so much for the donations, everybody. All right, all right. I'm not wearing my sneakers, so I hope I don't slip, but let's do 18. Wait a second. Gary P2 with a cool $5 saying, here's an extra 5 in honor of Nick the Frenchie. My cross-continental friend. Yo, appreciate you. All right, let's do 20 for now. 1. Everyone put the P2. 2. 3. 4. Thank you so much. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, 10. This time you can actually see me as I do them. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, ooh, 20. Oh, that's good for now. Cool, baby. Yeah, maybe I should do lunges more often, because I, like, really feel it. Yo, Dagger. Official with the cool $10. Saying, I got 5 on NTF2, and another 5 for P2. Yo, they're betting on you. Dagger, thank you so much. Yeah, everyone put a Dagger and a P2. Okay. So, we just did 20. Let's just say we got 16 to go. Feeling generous today. Because you've been generous. I love this community that we have, everyone. I love this community that we have. Even if it's hard to say sometimes. Let me switch my glasses here. Illusion of Gaia is a banger, too. Yeah, that's a good one. I streamed that with Megaharv a long time ago. No? What? There's a gravestone here that seems completely unreactable. I cannot react with it anyway. Cannot read this gravestone. Bombs do nothing. My flail goes right over it as if I don't even know it's there? That's sick. This might be a thing. No? Oh, okay, wait, hold on. You can make that jump. Alright. Yo, that guy's got a flail too! Wow. And he fell off the edge. Total failure from that guy. Alright, we got another Falc. If only you were stronger, then that stone would probably respect you. I don't think I respect it, Nicklas D. That's the problem. It's like I don't even notice that it's there. Alright, let's swim back down. Failure is wild work. Thank you, Deep Ray G. You mean that in a good way, right? Obviously? Yeah, obviously. Obviously, that's what you meant. Did I come this way before? I want to say no. Maybe I did. Right, because you can't jump into the water. That would be ridiculous. Refuse to even acknowledge its existence. That's yeah, kinda. Tiny cat. I'm petting him. Yo, Gouda Guy has been a member for 10 months. I refuse to acknowledge it's been 10 months, says Gouda Guy. Alright, I won't either. But I will have people put the cheese in the chat. No, I don't want to do that. What do I do? I definitely came this way, right? Yeah, there's a lot of treasure chests around here. Probably with some items that I can't carry. Gouda Guy, you're a cheddar man than me. Gary P2? That's like a high bar, though, you know? It's like comparing yourself to Gouda Guy is like comparing some other game to Final Fantasy VI. Double kill. What is this nonsense here? Oh my gosh, Dagger being so generous right now. Dagger sent 10 KarmaJolt gift memberships? I don't believe it. YouTube is telling me that Dog Eat Hot Dog 1 received a gift membership by Dagger Official, but like, is that real? Kaizen Kitsune. Off Grid. Ricky Rice Balls. Samari Craft. Treven. No last name. Mayrio64. Taylor Vogwill. Izzy Rower. Max Raccoon. Yo, Dagger, thank you so much. Everyone put 10 daggers in the chat. Holy cow. Thanks, Dagger, says Dog Eat Hot Dog. Hey, I went fishing, and I caught some good ones. Dagger, how big were they? Do you actually fish? I haven't been fishing since I was like 5. But hey, holy cow, thank you so much. So, that's, we're gonna add 60 to the to-go counter. Hey, appreciate you, my man. I would never call you a clanker, Dagger. I might, as a joke, actually. I don't know. Hey, thank you so much. I went membership fishing. Okay, that's what I thought you meant. But also, while we're at it, do you fish? Who here fishes? Who here enjoys fishing? Rogue Effect knows the Mitch Hedberg joke. about how some fishermen will catch a fish, then throw it back in the water. They don't want to eat it. They just want to make it late for something. Man, I missed the gift, says EJ George. EJ George? They happen pretty often on this channel. So I bet if you stick around and you like really suck up to me, you'll probably get a gift membership. I don't know. I don't know how YouTube chooses whomst they give the gift memberships to, because sometimes it seems really random. Rip Mitch is right, Rogue Effect. Does fishing for compliments and or validation count? Deep Red G? Yes, as long as you throw it back in the water. Well, well, it looks like Sears is here now. I dabble on the smell of fish sometimes, but I don't fish. Weird. Frank Hines, welcome. Or is it Frank Hines? Definitely you're supposed to do this. Huh. Okay, so I was able to get up into this ledge. And even up here. What are these little holes? Should I figure out what those are? Yeah, this doesn't seem like anything I can interact with right now. Oh! I did not mean to jump that way. My flail was slightly longer than that guy's flail. Which sounds weird to say. Alright, how do I get up there? Sushi. Dagger? It's been a while. Since I had sushi, I mean. It's been a while, brother. That's like a liquid snake thing, right? Watch, like, somehow the bow kills this. I can't, like, kill these things, can I? Grab a roll with that cool 50 you just got. Dagger? Next time Genevieve B is around. Yeah, no way you're making that jump at an angle like that. Alright, everyone. Is there something that I can do with these holes in the wall, Frag? What's your favorite Mega Man game? Why cooks it, Gollum? It's gotta be Mega Man Soccer. No, that game is underrated, but for some reason I love Mega Man 4, I want to say? The brother thing reminds me of the 5-second film's Brother. Jilla Trades? I don't know that one. Brother, brother, father, father, brother. It's been a while. Yeah, that's what Liquid Snake says to Solid Snake, I'm pretty sure. Holes are just decoration, they threw me off at first. Nicklas D. I won't take that out of context. Mega Man 4 is the GOAT, says Ian C. Yeah, I don't know why I like that one so much. I mean, the others are pretty much just as good, right? Mega Jolt is a thing. Yeah, I want to make KarmaJolt and Mega Jolt a thing. Deep Ray G, so you've never seen the Mega Jolt tag team live stream is what you're telling me right now? Yeah, so for those who are a fan of me and Megaharv, we've been collaborating for almost a decade now on a handful of projects that we'd like to call the tag team live stream. Whoops. Kind of got pushed to the side there, which is odd for this game. But basically, the first time we did a tag team live stream, I started Final Fantasy V, and I live streamed it for an hour. And at the end of that hour, I saved a save state, and I sent it to Megaharv, so that he could pick up from where I left off. This is an enemy. That was my Discord. Let me close that. Unless that was somebody posting in the Discord a link to the tag team live stream. So I streamed for an hour, saved, sent him the save file. He picked up from where I left off so that he could stream for an hour from where I left off. The catch, though, was that we were not allowed to watch each other's streams. We are not allowed to watch each other's streams during the tag team live stream. So, all the time, he would put me in a situation where, like, I'm in a really difficult boss battle with, like, 4 thieves who are unequipped, you know? Jesus, dude. Meanwhile, all the time I'd be so nice to him and I'd be like, hey, Megaharv, I did a glitch for you that gets you 99 elixirs. And he'd be like, hey, KarmaJolt, that's great. I'm gonna unequip all your party members and put you on the stairs and turn you around in this dungeon so you don't know which way you're going there. Cool, I also got you 99 Phoenix Downs. Anyway, it was a ton of fun. But since then, we've done the tag team live stream with... Wait, Karma has a dicord? I do, Sears. A dicord. Let's see. What have we done a tag team live stream of, Rogue Effect? Secret of Evermore. Oh, Illusion of Gaia. We were just talking about that earlier. As well as Terranigma and Soul Blazer. Be honest, have you ever broken that rule and watched Harp streams anyway? Oh, yeah. For sure, Nicklas D. Because there was one time we were doing a drinking game together. Which I feel like is a good reason to break a rule. But for drinking-related reasons. Terranigma, Dragon Quest III, yes, Trico. Also, at one point we did Super Metroid and A Link to the Past. Alright, I don't know where I'm going. Let's just go down here. Yeah, Dagger, that was years ago. And that is a hard game to play in tag team format. Because you really need to know, like, where to go. It is super easy to get lost. We did Shining Force 1 and 2, and that was a blast. I forgive you if you do a shot with me, you old clanker. Nicklas D? Let me think about it. I was kind of thinking I wouldn't drink for a while. Not for any particular reason other than I feel like I've been doing it a lot. Oh, that got me around to the other side of the bridge. This is the weirdest version of Castlevania I've ever seen. Roll 5D 100. What about Harmony of Dissonance? The old ball and chain. Yeah, Dracos Everbright? We use that term affectionately here. When we call something old, I mean. Okay. Oh, well, I'll drink one for you. How you doing? Alves? Okay, in that case, I'll do like 3/4 of a shot. How about that? I'll be right back, everybody. Alright, I had to grab a shot glass. It's this one that my friend Azza, aka Scowlin' George, got me. Oh, Gary P2 says dry January is a thing. Also, you are a shining force. You are a shining force. Heart you, KarmaJolt. Yo, Gary P2. Everyone put the P2s in the chat. Thank you so much. Alright, let's add 6 here so it's not an odd number. Magus. Yeah, no, my friend got me this shot glass. It's a literal shot glass because it's got like a pistol handle and it says, I aim to please. And it's the corniest thing and I use it all the time. Do a collab playthrough of Grandia. ENC, I wanted to get to that game at some point because I have that one on PlayStation and I've had it for a long time. And it's got the most amazing, terrible voice acting that just doesn't get enough love and hate at the same time. All right, Nicklas D, you tell me when. Also, where do I go? Let me go back to the town to see if I can get a better hint. Because I'm doing a lot of exploring here. Oh my gosh, water stairs. Can't swim out to the deep water. Yeah, that'd be dangerous. Plus, this guy probably has some sort of PTSD from the beginning of the game. A skull. Cilantro, as they say. Woo! It's just rum. And some blue curacao as a chaser because it's delicious. We need to go to Madagascar. I know that, Freg, but it's hard to get there. Stairs are the ungodly things that are supposed to let you go up and down a floor in a building, but they suck. That's right, Rogue Effect. Cheers. Yeah, who else is doing a shot? That's a good thing to do after therapy. Well, I must admit, I'm quite astonished that you obtained the second crest. Yeah, we beat The Legend of Zelda, the second crest, recently. Rum for your life. Sears? Chaser? Pretend I'm saying something very interesting. Jeez, I said the wrong thing. You're close enough. Typo. Frey? I'm sure Gouda Guy appreciates it. Riverside Bar is now open, huh? Your rum or your life. Grandia 1 does not have terrible voice acting. Mega Man X4 has terrible voice acting. Hold on, from what okay, so I never played Grandia other than I bought it used and just wanted to check if it worked, so we played it for like an hour. The little that I played of that game, from the little that I played of that game, I can definitively tell you its voice acting is way worse than Mega Man X4. Thank you, Nicklas D. Damn it, I won 81 times as much on roulette, huh? Hey, you're the kid from the Clark, aren't you? This isn't a place for someone your age. It's barely a place for someone my age. You should go. Alright. These guys still funny. Haven't seen you in a while, kiddo. What are you gonna have to drink? Wait, don't tell me. Cold milk. Wahaha. I'm just so very witty, I killed myself. Oh, I get it. Still suck mama's milk, huh? Wahaha. Get it? Mother's milk? As in you're a baby? Don't make me explain these gems to you, kid. They're not as funny the second time. Beat it, kid. I have socks that are older than you. Not now, son. I'm busy drinking enough liquor to forget how much money I lost. I hate roulette. I love roulette. I chat roulette. There's got to be a pattern. That can't just be dumb luck. It can. Alright, I'm cleaning the house and I need your fun and wit to keep me company, KJ. Yo, any Enigma? We just did a shot. And I've got a lot of lunges to do. That's intimidating. I don't think I've made any progress this stream. Well, I did find a life vessel, so that's something. Well, this guy's walking like I took a shot. What's going on? Wow. What a weird sound for a weapon, by the way. I never gamble, says Sears. Yeah, I know, you just win. Karma, I love you, but you're wrong about the voice acting. MMX4 has some legendary bad actors. Oh, I know! I know, Gary P2. Alright, admittedly, maybe I haven't played Mega Man X4. That's actually a good game, though. So maybe that's why I'm excusing the voice acting. Grandia? Up for debate. Didn't play enough of it to, like, really get a feel for it, you know? Looks like maybe I can't get in there for now. Right, not gambling when you can't lose. I'm currently losing. Yeah, but that's also on purpose, so it's not gambling. You know exactly what you're doing. Grandia's pretty good, says DPredG. I probably got it for like 15 bucks at like half-price books in Kansas City, Missouri. On October 4th, 2017. Probably, I'm just guessing. At 3:31 p.m. It was a Thursday. Alright, let's go back to the fortune teller. Who, like, I got my fortune from. I'm donating to IRL stream. Sears? Wouldn't know anything about that. Do you wish to know your fortune, releaser? Alright, I already paid for this fortune here. You always talk about that store. At this rate, I get the feeling that they have more games than books. Huge bookstore with a relatively small electronics section, but they had some bangers, Nicklas D. Alright. Grady's voice is not just great. That's why they call him Grady. But the main character, Justin, is supposed to be a whiny little kid. Darkness spreads thick as balls. She doesn't give me another hint. EJ George? My chat to voice isn't working. Gary P2? I should do that while I stream. Karma, behave. I'm trying, Rogue Effect. So really far north. Try going left, then up past the mines. Nicklas D, I think that's what I was trying to do. Let's do some lunges. Let's try to do some lunges first. Excuse me. Please ignore my last message. Gary P2, make me. Alright, let's do 20. We got 40 pounds of weight here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, baby. Those are getting hard. Everyone, I apologize if I'm too feisty tonight. All right, all right. Oh, nice. That weapon can pulverize stone, unless the stone is covering a useful thing like a path or a chest. Yeah. EJ George? It can pulverize a very specific type of stone. You inspire me to work out, says Magus Virtus. Hey, that's great. What are you gonna do? Tiny Cat's definitely working out. Yeah, oh my gosh. Karma can feist me any day. Nicklas D, you behave. Oh, Rogue Effect said it already. Okay. Let's just real quick save the game before we get out of here. Oh, look at that. I knew where my house is. Dumbbells like you, says Magus. I read it as if it was an insult. Tiny Cat. I'll examine your parchment. Yo, Dagger Official with the cool $2. Dagger, first of all, I keep failing to mention that it's the official you every time I read your name. And I just call you Dagger. But, you know, I guess that's implied. But hey, thank you so much for the cool $2. Everyone put a dagger in the chat. 64. Like Quest 64. Hey gamers and retro gamers, says Ruxo Clown. Welcome. My parchment is old and withered. Please don't. Alves? Alright. I'll go easy on it. Yeah, sadly someone already had the name Dagger. Some kid with like 3 videos. Were they good? Try going left and up past the mines. So keep going this way. Never mind. Never mind. No clue. It's in another language. Could be good. Oh, baby. We can forge some weapons. I feel like I talked to this guy. Oh, yeah. You can listen to the sound test here, I think. Yeah, sure. Whoa, it takes a really long time to play. Let's play this one. Never mind, that's my specialty, says Ruxel Clown. Hup. It's cool that that guy lives in this abandoned blacksmith house. Blacksmithery. Blacksmithereens. Alright, so those are the mines. Shortcut to the lake. I once hung out with an unlicensed dagger. I was sharply reminded to make a point of keeping things official. A keen observation, Enigma. Oh, this is where I was. Okay, but just to find out. Whoa! I was freaking flying there. That's not something. Was that that moment I realized I fought like a dairy farmer. Shoutouts to Monkey Island? Apparently the insults in that scene where you do the sword fighting with pirates, those were written by Orson Scott Card, who is the guy who wrote Ender's Game. But also apparently, that guy's like a D-bag. This is a big old D-bag. That is a Monkey Island reference. You got it, Nicklas D. Shoutouts to Milk, says Sears. Yeah, give me that cold milk. I'll order that at a bar. Ooh, whirlpools. It took me somewhere. That's straight out of Legend of Zelda. I read the other books in that series, actually, says Sears. Whoa! Well, this seems new. Murg Woods. Pond. The other way. Sitting with my glass of moo juice right now. Hold on. You'll have to LeChuck me out if you want me to stop referencing. Tsum? The something of Monkey Island? Wait, what's the S? I thought it was the curse of Monkey Island. Takomi. Alright, maybe let's go to Murg Woods. I don't know. What's up here? Can I grab this? That looks like a rolling rock. Not like the beer, but... That almost knocked me off the ledge. The secret of Monkey Island. Right. I couldn't think of what the S was. Skechers. Monkey Island, what a white dude actually called my home country on an X argument. Oh my god. Deep Pray G. Where's that, if you don't mind my asking? This music sounds like it could be from Monkey Island. Oh, there's something in here? It's rusted shut. Moving it does not seem to be within the realm of possibility. Dominican Republic, home of baseball players and bad decisions. Yeah, I guess I knew that about the baseball players, at least. Nice, drinking Rolling Rock right now. The most nothing special beer there is. Alves, yeah, like, that's one of the few cheap beers that I'm actually like, okay, this is too cheap. Fun fact, first LucasArts game was not Star Wars. Was it, Maniac Mansion? Bill Mozart? What was the first LucasArts game? Drinking a Red Bull this late at night, Dagger? You don't have trouble sleeping later? Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is now on NSO? Wahoo Luigi, I streamed through that game. Murg Woods, beware of Murg. Falling Simians is what it said. Rolling Rock went downhill. Quick guns, oh my gosh. I don't sleep anyway, Karma. Dagger, you take care of yourself. Please. Yo, I'm Dominican Deep Reggie. Yeah, AVGN turned me on to Rolling Rock. That's what I think of, too. I really never watched that guy, but I remember he used to drink Rolling Rock. I'm like, dude, no wonder you're so mad. Yeah, Maniac Mansion. Let's talk about baseball players from the Dominican Republic. I don't know any. I could try to take some guesses, but, like, I would feel a little racist if I just, like, randomly guessed and I was wrong about that. David Ortiz was was going to be my guess. And then maybe Manny Ramirez after that. But then I was like, I can't just guess because they have a Hispanic-sounding name. Sammy Sosa, pretty sure? He was cool till he got caught cheating. Pedro Martinez. Oh, yeah, so everyone on that, like, what, 2004 Boston Red Sox championship team? Pedro Pascal. Not a baseball player, but maybe he could be. I don't know. Deep Ray G, I see you. I hope you guys are okay with me making zero progress this stream. I went in here, right? Manny Machado. Yo, Samari Craft Rose says, yo, Harvey just got out of work, and I saw I got a gifted membership. Did you say that because you got me confused with Mega Harv? I get it. We're both very handsome. Kevin Euclid, yeah, Sears. Whoops, wrong guy. I meant Karma. We were just talking about the Mega Jolt Tag Team live stream, so I get it. You're not bald. Not yet. Samari Craft. But yeah, you got gifted a sub from Dagger. We don't claim A-Rod. Juan Soto. Harv is an acquired taste. Deep Ray G? Have you acquired it? So, like, I think I did this before, right? Oh, but I probably couldn't do this last time, huh? Because I didn't have the flippies. Great item here that I already have. You can only have one of them in your inventory. I like Harv, but his chat can be too much for me. Why do you say that, Dagger Official? I tend to agree, but I wouldn't be able to put my finger on why. Ooh. That was like a quad kill right there, probably. To get to Magiskar, a key location in the RPG Alundra, you need to find its entrance north of Ainoa Village. Break the wall at the back of a small shrine using the flail item. It'd be cool if I had a map right now, don't you think? Or a chair, even. Emerald crests are chiseled onto the stand. I got right up in that guy's grill. Okay, so that got me nowhere. I was there one night and this girl was talking about going through a breakup and taking a bunch of medications to get through it. A bunch of people were telling her it was likely her fault he left. It was pretty uncomfortable to sit and read, so I bounced. Damn. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, I've also seen some of my chat say some unhinged things before, too. But usually those people get banned. I know a village, home of I know a guy. Merc Vision? That's right. Oh no, I think you mixed it up. It's Guy Ainoa. That's his last name. Common mistake. People do that to me all the time. Because I have a last name for a first name and a first name for a last name. Like, I got banned once. No, Nicklas D, I don't think you'd get banned for anything like that. Honestly, I know you well enough. I wish when my paycheck hit my bank account, it made the same sound effect it does when you pick up money. You mean this sound effect? Wait, no, hold on. You mean... this? That one was the money. Alright, so let's go back to the village then. Like, it wants me to go north. Like, hold on. The sign down here makes it seem like it's just you go up from here. And that's the correct way to go. What's this? Oh yeah, no, I've been in here. I don't know what to do about that. I assume I'll get a item that allows me to jump higher. Reminds me of the charity speedrun where a woman wouldn't stop talking, and finally the speedrunner, dressed like Link, asked her if she could be quiet, and you could hear a pin drop. Oh, that's awkward. Look around this watery area down below. You mean this pond? Memory is so cloudy. That sign said down for I know a village. Yeah, no. So I wanted to come back here, Muhammad Abdul, so that I could go north of the village. So I didn't need to go in the village. I just needed to find where the village was. I recall a shrine somewhere like the size of this house, like this. Yo, Samari Craft, thanks for showing up. I'll see you soon. Oh yeah, maybe I should look for sand where I could dive into. Like, you can't do it here, is the thing. Is it that? I wouldn't know how to get there, though. And I've tried. Our Holy Keep entrance. You know, I came this way. Oh. You can just jump up here. Okay, maybe I didn't see this earlier. Torla Mountain. Yeah, no, oh my god. I looked all over and didn't see that you could jump up onto that ledge. Okay, no, that's my fault. Sorry, everyone. Like, this game is really bad about stuff looking like it's way taller than it actually is. Because I would have sworn all day that I couldn't jump up here. That looks way taller than it actually is. But I don't know, maybe that's just an eyesight problem. Disciple of Bolas says, yo, I haven't seen Alundra since I was a kid. Yeah, this is my first playthrough. Welcome in. Ooh. That seems like a thing. We'll forgive you this time, Ruxo Clown. You're gonna have to do that a lot. Oh. Okay, so this is scripted. What happened, Alundra? What? Really? Giles has made a full recovery? Damn it. I mean, this is fantastic news. Alundra, you've truly done a blessed thing this day, my boy. Alundra, you are an inspiration to us all. Witnessing your heroism makes us so proud just to know you.
We're lucky to have you here with us, Alundra.
Well, great. Giles is saved. Case closed, right? See y'all back in the village, okay?
Crosscode does really good about that, but there are a few jumps for secrets that are misleading. Dagger? I still gotta look that up. Let's go home, Lutas. 90s graphics problem. Okay, okay. Great voice acting. Hey, thanks, Leo Velli. Oh, should I have given you a voice? Alundra, make sure you stay away from the fissure at the back of Magiskar. I think it could collapse at any moment. Almost any time, excuse me. This is not good, you know what I'm saying, my friend? And don't take the AK-47 from the weapons closet. What were they eating? This is peak Piccolo voice acting. Trico, what do you mean by that? I thought Karma was gonna ask, what's that? You mean like how Sears will be like, Karma has a Discord? Bap, bap. Torla Mountains. I'm guessing I get a flail upgrade at some point. Love Piccolo VA. Yeah, he also did the voice of Vegeta. And All Might. I would love to tour La Mountains. Merc Vision? Like Le Tour de France? Any cycling fans? My mom was really big into it a long time ago. Let's do 20 squats. Oh, baby, my legs. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, oh baby, 17, 18, 19, 20, whew. One curl. I can maybe do one more set of those. Nicklas D with a cool $20. 20 Swedish krona, excuse me. Saying break the wall in the shrine. Hold on, I'm not done breaking my legs first. Hey, appreciate you. Everyone put the D in the chat. Let's do... Looks like we got 46 to go. Shamalama Dingleberry says, Chris Sabat is awesome, but I dislike Goku's VA. He seems super narcissistic. Yeah, I've heard stories about that guy being just like an absolute jerk. Okay, so you mentioned that, Nicklas D, and I totally forgot. Thank you. So I can break a wall back here? Breaking the wall, breaking the wall. Did you mean in here? Hold on. Oh, I thought maybe because I was seeing the flail go through the wall there that I was onto something. Well, this is definitely making like a spark. Like the hitting anywhere else on the wall doesn't make like a visual impact, but here it does. Oh, jump and hit it. Okay. Jump and flail. I was flailing. Merc Vision. He keeps shitting on TFS DBZ Abridged. Yeah, F that guy. Well, that's dangerous. To have flames so close to the grass here. Ooh, Plague Golem guy. Let's hit him into the spikes. Dead. See ya. Yeah, so I was about to say at one point you probably have to shoot an arrow through this fire to light something, right? No? I'm guessing I have to use this fire somehow? What could I do? It's weird that bombs don't light things on fire reliably. Bro, what? Got him. Hold on, let me reset this room here. So glad my mom was a gamer as a kid. Being 5 years old and getting new games on Sega Channel every Sunday was peak. What did your mom play? Can I push this? Oh, I can pick it up. Okay. Earlier I learned that if I touched it, I got burned, but I guess that was because I jumped into it like an idiot. She played everything. NES, SNES mostly. Went to PC gaming about the time of Diablo 2. I talk about the game all the time. I've never made a single piece of content for it, though. Maybe that's not true. Maybe I put some Diablo 2 content on my channel. No, probably not. Well, we made it to a save point. Matter of fact, the other day, just yesterday, I got lucky and found a low rune when I was playing Diablo 2. Diablo 2 had a holiday event that lasted 22 days. I played for at least an hour on every single one of those days. Like, at least an hour. And I did a lot of Diablo 2 when I was at home with nothing to do, visiting my family. Didn't find, like, a single good item. And the event was like, very popular zones are going to be terrorized for the entirety of the event. And basically what that means is the certain areas of the game that have like and they did this for the areas that had like the act bosses. When they're terrorized, the enemy levels are increased to your level +2, meaning they give great experience and they have a chance to basically drop anything in the game. So you can find really good loot in these areas. And what they did was they increased your chance of finding magic items, which is essentially a luck stat, by like 300%. So the idea was, it's Christmas, here's some big bonuses, you're gonna find some amazing stuff. Didn't find anything good until like the very end of the event. I happened to find a rune drop, which is unaffected by the magic find stat, but it was a good one, so I'm like, alright, I can't complain. What's a Diablo? It's kind of like a Goku. Oakley the Needle. Did I just save? I was not paying attention. I think I did. Shining Force, that's what I meant. Not Shining in the Darkness. I have that one as well. Yeah, okay, I did just save. Shadowrun is my fave, says Dog Eat Hot Dog 1. I played through Shadowrun Returns probably in like 2016 or 17. Maybe 2015. But that was a fun one. Yo, Alundra, says Operculum Audio with the cool $5. I got this game in 1997 when I was 12. I remember feeling like it was a much harder Zelda in 32 bits. Puzzles in this game are tough. Yes, they are. Yo, thank you so much for the cool $5. Let's go, let's add 6, actually. And we got 52 reps to go, huh? I also play the tabletop RPG. I've wanted to try that for a while. I got 52 reps to go, though. Let's do some lunges, and then I might have to do something else, like calf raises or something. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, baby. All right, let's close it out with 32 calf raises. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Oh my goodness. Legs on fire. Okay, everybody. I need to go to bed. So what do we do? 181, something like that. I feel like that was a good night. We made such little progress because we were just like wandering around, but I had a good time talking to everybody. So thank you so much for being here. David Bowser. Is this game related to Secret of Evermore? Music is eerily similar. Oh. Yeah. I think I mentioned that, like, when I first started playing, I was like, the soundtrack kind of reminds me of Secret of Evermore, how there's, like, kind of an ambiance to it. No, completely unrelated. But hey, thanks for being here, everybody. Let's see, what's tomorrow? Friday? I'll probably stream tomorrow afternoon Maybe not in the evening, but let's do some more of this tomorrow around like noon Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, you have a good night. Until then, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great. Love you, Karma. Not gonna lie, I suffer from a very painful health condition, and your streams help. Thanks, Karma. Yo, dog eat hot dog. That's a strangely nice compliment. You want to talk about it sometime? Anyway, we'll talk about it when we talk about it. But hey, appreciate you too. Take care of yourselves. Also, there's a Discord if you feel like hanging out. We've got a great community. There's a Discord in the video description, so click that link. I'll see you soon.